The problem, though, for Donald Trump is, you know, he's a big, tough guy. Dodging a debate makes him look like the members of Trump's inner circle think another debate would be a bad idea. They say his performance was so disappointing, he doesn't know whether to call it Eric or Don Jr. at this point. Do you know what a vomit you have to be to get called out by Marjorie Taylor Greene? Laura Loomer, she's traveling all over the country with Trump on his plane.
Did you hear about Trump's latest meltdown? It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum, but with worse hair.
Jimmy Kimmel just roasted the Donald so hard you could smell burnt orange from miles away.
People are just starting to give me credit for having a great debate. The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News. The coward that he is. And she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it. Trump had a spin out last night on his website, Pravda Social. He wrote,
"Stick around to see how Kimmel exposed Trump's debate disaster and sent him into a Truth Social frenzy. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Tantrum this afternoon. When a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, "I want a rematch." Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris. Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost 4-year period. And he's right, it was 3 against 1. Trump got humiliated by Kamala, the moderators, and by himself primarily. Then he continued this. There will be no third debate. But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, any place.
Somehow he went from anytime, anywhere, any place to there will be no third debate.
Trump's latest social media spree is like watching a train wreck in slow motion. After his debate with Kamala Harris, the former president went on a posting frenzy that would make a teenager look restrained. Despite widespread criticism of his performance, Trump insists he's the debate champion. He's patting himself on the back so hard he might dislocate a shoulder. People are just starting to give me credit for having a great debate, he boasted on Truth Social. Yeah, and I'm starting to give myself credit for being a unicorn. But here's where reality and Trump's fantasy world collide like two clumsy mimes.
He's out there telling people he won the debate, debate we all clearly saw him lose. Why not just, I mean, if you're going to do that, why not just say, I did debate her a second time, and guess what, I won even more bigly than the last time. I guess when you eat as many buckets of chicken as Donald Trump does, eventually you turn into one. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't understand it. I mean, here's the difference between Democrats and the Frank Frazetta fantasy world occupied by those who worship Donald Trump. When Joe Biden slipped into a coma and started dreaming about sarsaparilla at the debate.
While he's claiming victory, his media company, Truth Social, is hemorrhaging money faster than a leaky piggy bank. Since May, it's lost over $4 billion in value. That's billion with a B, folks. After the debate, the stock went into what experts call a free fall. Looks like the truth hurts, especially when it comes to Truth Social's bottom line. Now, Trump's throwing a tantrum about future debates. Remember when he said he'd debate anytime, anywhere, any place? Well, apparently anytime doesn't include now. Anywhere doesn't mean here. And any place excludes debate stages.
He demonstrates exactly why he doesn't have the temperament or intelligence to run a Dairy Queen store, never mind the country. And yet he's still screaming, I won. Does anyone see a pattern here? Any of you election deniers? We acknowledged it. He acknowledged it. He said, I had a bad night. And they sent him to live on a farm upstate. But Donald Trump, not only does he lose the debate, he embarrasses him. Are you starting to get it here? Trump also got a kick in the McNuggets from Taylor Swift. You know, since Taylor endorsed Kamala Harris,
he's now declared there will be no third debate. I guess he's taking his ball and going home. But wait, there's more. Trump's not just mad at his debate performance, he's fuming at ABC and the moderators. In a rant that would make a conspiracy theorist blush, he declared they should fire everybody at ABC Fake News. Sure, Donald, because when you're losing, the best strategy is to blame everyone else. It's not you, it's them, right? So what's really behind this orange-tinted temper tantrum? Could it be that the Emperor's new clothes are starting to unravel? Or is it just another day in the wacky world of Trump? As his social media meltdown continues and his business takes a nosedive, one thing's clear: this political circus is far from over. And trust me, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Trump train is still chugging along, but it seems to be running out of steam and heading straight for Crazy Town. All aboard. Just when you thought Trump's political circus couldn't get any wilder, Jimmy Kimmel steps into the ring as the ultimate comedy gladiator. But here's the million-dollar question: how do you mock someone who's already a walking punchline? Kimmel's answer might surprise you, and it involves buckets of chicken. Kimmel took one look at Trump's post-debate tantrum and decided to serve up some extra crispy comedy. He started by poking fun at Trump's claims of winning the debate. Why not just say I did debate her a second time, and guess what, I won even more bigly than the last time? Kimmel joked. It's like Trump's living in his own personal Narnia, where he always wins and facts are just pesky little things to be ignored. But Kimmel was just getting warmed up. He took aim at Trump's new crypto venture, World Liberty Financial. This is going to be surprising to our younger viewers, but in the olden times, candidates for president didn't promote money-making schemes while they ran for office. Kimmel quipped, imagine that, a time when presidents weren't trying to sell us digital snake oil between campaign speeches. Then came the zinger that had everyone cackling. Kimmel compared Trump to a bucket of chicken, saying, I guess when you eat as many buckets of chicken as Donald Trump does, eventually you turn into one. Talk about a foul comparison. It seems Trump's diet of fast food and Twitter rants is finally catching up with him, but the comedy roast wasn't over yet. Kimmel turned his attention to Laura Loomer, a Trump supporter known for her controversial statements. After Loomer made some particularly racist remarks, Kimmel delivered the knockout punch. Do you know what a vomit you have to be to get called out by Marjorie Taylor Greene? Ouch. When even the queen of conspiracy theories thinks you've gone too far, it might be time to rethink your life choices. As the laughter dies down, one thing's clear. Kimmel didn't just roast Trump and his cronies, he deep-fried them. And with Trump's media company tanking and his supporters going off the deep end, this comedy beatdown might just be the least of his problems. Stay tuned, folks. This political roller coaster is far from over, and something tells me we're in for a wild ride. Well, folks, we've just witnessed a Trump-tastic meltdown of epic proportions. From his debate disaster to Kimmel's comedy beatdown, it's been quite a ride. And let's not forget Laura Loomer's racist remarks, because apparently that's the cherry on top of this political sundae. But here's the real kicker. Trump's media company is bleeding money faster than he can tweet fake news. With billions lost and his inner circle cracking under pressure, Trump's political future is looking shakier than his comb-over in a wind tunnel. As for what's next, who knows? Maybe Trump will start selling MAGA-branded tinfoil hats to block out those pesky facts. Or perhaps he'll launch a new social media platform called Grumpy Trumpy. One thing's for sure, this orange-tinted saga is far from over. Stay tuned for more coffee-fueled adventures.